I am Sophia Casey, international award-winning speaker, corporate trainer, dynamic executive coach, and I love to say creator of all things ease and flow, including the Ease and Flow Journal. What? The Ease and Flow Journal. It's a 31-day journal to help you get clear, connected, and courageous about your life, hunty. Yes. And I thank God for all those gifts. And guess what? He gave you a lot of gifts too. All he wants us to do is use them. So we should use them. So I thought, so since my interview got rescheduled until tomorrow, I thought, okay, no problem. I'll just come talk to the people. I'll come talk to the people about the same thing. So I was going to talk to a group of women. And like I said, I'll do that tomorrow. I'm so excited about it. Group of 5,000 powerful women. That's who I'm talking to tomorrow night. But I said, why don't we talk about it a little bit tonight? So the topic for the interview is about motivation. And so the interviewer, she's amazing. Shout out again to Miss Gina Hall, asked me how I felt about motivation, like how I defined motivation. And you know what I said? And I've said this before, and sometimes it surprises people when I give my take on motivation. So I say motivation is when I hear something, or I see something, or I experience something that makes me more curious. It gets me emotional in a positive way. It may even move me to action. I think about motivation as like I said, it's like something that's going to inspire me, something that's going to have me think about something and maybe even inspire me or move me to action, right? So I'm so excited about having this conversation in more detail tomorrow. So motivation to me, and so as I was thinking about it and preparing to chat with this wonderful, wonderful queen sister, I was thinking about, motivation is temporary. Motivation is temporary. I want to hear, what's your definition of motivation? For me, I see motivation as temporary. And here's the thing, I love motivation. I'm one of those, I'm listening to all my books on Audible. Anybody else Audible fans out there? I love listening. You know what I think it is? I like to listen. I'm an auditory learner. So I like to certainly see things visually, but I like to listen to things. So I'm listening to tons of audio books. So right now, probably about 4 all at the same time. And those books are very motivating to me. Very motivating to me. Let me give you a few authors. Oh my gosh, Brene Brown. Oh, hello. She's extremely motivating to me. Brene Brown. I'm listening to Oprah's book for a second time. I'm listening to Michelle Obama's book for a second time. Who am I missing? Mel Robbins, listening to her book for the first time. So I love motivational types of things like books and people's stories and blog posts and all of that. But I really do relate to motivation as temporary. I feel really good. Can you guys, are you guys with me? Like I hear some, a speech or whatever from Les Brown, or I hear something or watch a video or a YouTube video by Tony Robbins. I get all excited. And you all constantly tell me that I'm very motivating to you. I appreciate that, by the way, that I'm motivating to you. But this is my take on motivation. My take on motivation is that it's temporary. It's temporary. I get excited. I'm like, what? Yes, I can take on the world now, right? Can you relate? Okay, thank you. So I feel like, okay, I can take on the world. But then what happens? Then I leave the conference, or I turn off YouTube, or I stop the audio book that I'm listening to. And then what happens? And then we go to our lives. Then we go back to our lives. Then I go back to making sure that my teenager, my new 13-year-old teenager has done his homework. Then I go back to, oh my God, a pile of dishes, dealing with the kitchen, making dinner. Then I go back to life. And so what can happen, and it may not happen for you, maybe it's just me. What can happen is that then that motivation, it's like, wah, 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 right? And then guess what we do? We look around for more motivation. We look around for something else that's going to like jar us and make us feel good again. And I want to be clear. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. Hey, I've made my career, certainly my business, from being motivating and people relating to me as motivational. And I'm grateful for that. But at the same time, I also have my little eye out, even with this fake eyelash. Okay. Eye out and my eye on, is it everlasting? Is it long lasting? So I'm always thinking about that. So what is it that we could do, say, who is it that we need to be so that motivation or whatever that is, that feel goodness, is long lasting, is everlasting? What would it be? For me, I think about joy. So I want to know for you, what is motivating for you? I relate to what I want more is joy. I relate more to joy. I want more joy. To me, joy is everlasting. Joy says, and this is for me, I could be totally wrong. And y'all know, especially my clients out there, you know I'm okay with being wrong. So joy for me is no matter what's going on, no matter what the breakdowns are in my life, no matter what somebody said about me, you know, no, I don't care too much about that, but no matter what people's reactions and responses are to me, no matter that, I'm just trying to think of some things that may have happened today. Something that happened today. One of my credit cards was hacked. But so that was very alarming to me, right? And thank goodness I got everything, sorted out. But yeah, I see a mad face. Yeah, that's how I felt. Like, I'm like, people, will y'all stop hacking people? Go get a job. Just go get a job. Or better yet, go start a business. I'll help you. But that incident or that thing that happened today with me finding out that my credit card was compromised, certainly I wasn't happy about it, right? Had attitude. Now, I didn't even have attitude because that sounds all nice and clean and pretty. I had tude. Neck rolling tude. But luckily, I have a wonderful bank and it's all being worked out. But joy says that even though that happened, and that made me mad, and that had me upset, and that had me all up in my tude, I still have joy. Joy says that even though my husband is going through literally like hell around his health, that we can still experience joy. There was this quote that says something like, really having peace, and I'm going to add joy, really having peace and internal joy is like, no matter what's going on around you, you're still okay. It doesn't mean that no matter what's going on, things are going on around me and things are falling apart and I'm having I used to read this book to my son called, I think it's called Alexander and the No Good, Very Bad Day. Can somebody find the real title? I don't think that's right. But it's something like Alexander and his No Good, Very Bad Day. But it's a story about this little boy, like just all kinds of stuff is, just going wrong in his day. And so I relate to joy. And let me know if you guys are resonating with what I'm saying. You can just put in the word joy again. But I relate to joy as no matter what's going on. And like that quote says, even with all this that's going on, I still have peace. I still have peace. Like, honest to goodness, look, I didn't even plan on coming on talking about this tonight, but look, there you go. Okay? Honest to goodness, there are times where I'm like second guessing. I'm second guessing and I'm looking around like, how is it possible to have peace? How is it possible to have this joy right now? And that's a great book to read, not just for kids. It's a great book to read as an adult. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and I just wanted to share those thoughts with you. And I would love to know what you think. Like, what's your experience of motivation? What's your experience of joy? Are they the same for you? What's your experience of peace? Is it the same for you? And you know, I've been on this quest, this journey. I call my journey ease and flow, right? Just like my journal, shameless plug, bam, bam. Okay. So I've been calling it ease and flow because that's just what came to me when I was given the message, the download to create this journal. And I was like, okay, what am I going to call the journal? Quickly, boom, ease and flow. I'm like, okay, go on ease and flow. So to me, like that phrase or those words, ease and flow, to me encapsulates what I'm talking about. It is a representation of no matter what's going on, no matter what's going on, no matter what people do, no matter when I let myself down, no matter if I don't reach, my goals that I wanted to reach, and I'm disappointed in myself, like no matter what, can I still have joy? Can I still have joy? And I believe a big part of that, and look, I'm a work in progress. There are times when I'm so broke down. I'm having a hard day, a hard hour, a hard week, whatever it is. And sometimes in those moments, I forget about this definition of joy. And sometimes in those moments, I run and rush to something that's motivational. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with motivation. Motivation is great. There's a quote by Zig Ziglar that says, people say that motivation doesn't work or something like that. Motivation is temporary or something like that. And then the quote says something about like, yeah, so is bathing, but that doesn't stop people from doing it. I know I'm getting that quote wrong, but it's something like that. That motivation, I feel like motivation, like I said, is temporary. I love it. I need it. I go after it. I make sure I have it every day. Like every day. I'm going to listen to something motivating or inspiring, or I'm going to watch some video. Today I watched a video about a rapper. And what is his name? DaBaby? I think his name is DaBaby. I got to ask Josh. But I watched a little short video of him just making this 15-year-old girl's day because she really liked him. She's like, oh my God, he's a celebrity. And he just made her day by calling her, FaceTiming her and telling her happy birthday. So that was motivating to me. But it's still temporary. What is joyful or brings joy is what's underneath that. Like what had him do that for her? The experience of that, of him being connected with her, human to human, soul to soul, that is joy. Okay, I'm on my soapbox. These are my opinions. And opinions are just like buttholes. Everybody got one. These are my opinions. But I wanted to know your opinion. What do you see as the definition, or how do you define motivation versus joy? How do you define it? How do you explain the peace that you have when you're going through tough times? How do you explain that? So yeah, we recommend it daily. Motivation, even though I relate to motivation as temporary, it's something that I do every day. How about you? I would love to know what types of things that do you do that are motivating to you. When you just need to be a quick pick-me-up, what's your go-to? Mine are audiobooks. Mine are dancing. What else? Certainly journaling motivates me. What is it for you? And then what is it that you attribute your joy to? What is it that brings you joy? What is it that brings you joy? Like me watching Josh grow up. Like, yeah, it's motivating, but that's joy. Like I get so much joy, so much joy. Oh Lord, I'm gonna break down into song if I don't get off of here. A colleague and I were talking about this the other day. Laughter is so good for the soul. Laughter is so good for the soul. But can you hear the difference when you're motivated to laugh about something, like maybe something a comedian says, versus like hearing children laugh? Like to me, that's joy. They're experiencing joy. I don't know. It's just my take on it. I just feel like motivation is wonderful. I must have it. Just like I want air. I want motivation. And at the same time, my goal is joy. Because for me, joy is deeper. All right. I told y'all I was going to get on my soapbox. I was just going to come on here for a few minutes and say hi to y'all. But look, then you guys keep talking. I love talking to you guys. I love coming to you guys. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. And I just want to say thank you also so much for being so supportive of me. I appreciate it so much. It does not go unnoticed. It does not go unnoticed. A lot of times it's like celebrities motivate me, but do you know who motivates me even more? You. I posted the other day about one of my clients had this huge breakthrough in her relationship to having everything she wants, not putting things against each other. She's like, oh my God, I never imagined life could feel this good after I left my job. She retired. And she was petrified to retire because she was like, what am I do now? And now all these doors are opening for her. Hearing that joy in her voice is motivation for me. You guys motivate me. Every single day you decide to get up one more time and try it again, that motivates me. Seeing the joy that you have when you post your pictures with your children and your boos and bays, that's motivating. I love seeing that joy. Okay, so I just wanted to encourage you tonight to think about that. What motivates you and what could actually contribute to your long-lasting joy? What would contribute to your long-lasting joy? All right, that's all I got, y'all. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You certainly contribute to me being motivated. You know, sometimes I say I need motivation for the motivator. You certainly contribute to me being motivated and me experiencing motivation. And what I'm most grateful for is that you are a contributor to my joy. You're a contributor to my joy. Every time you decide to get back up again and say, I'll try it again. I'm not going to give up on my dream. I've always wanted this. I've always wanted that. I want this. I want that. I want to experience this. I want deeper relationships with the people that I love. I want to travel the world. I want that new house. I want that car. I want to write that book. Whatever it is, every time you decide to come back another day and keep working on it, is a day that my joy is deepened. And I am forever grateful. Forever grateful. Forever grateful. So thank you. Hey, all right, I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to spend some time with my teenager, although he probably doesn't want to spend time because he wants to just do this. Video games, video games. I'm going to go ask him to do some reading for me. I love to have him read to me. So yes, the world deals us enough crap, right? The world deals us enough crap. Don't contribute to that. Don't contribute to that. Kindness is free. So please go be good to each other. And most importantly, be good to you. Be good to yourself. God bless. Thank you guys for being here. God bless. Ciao, ciao.